2025 is right around the corner, a couple of hours away actually. Happy New Year to all of you, and thank you for pretty much subscribing to the channel, watching these videos. If you haven't already, make sure you do though. But let's get into what exactly am I excited for in terms of 2025, the horror edition. This is just horror movies. I'm going to do one for all movies pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. But let's get into it with number one on the list right here, which is 28 Years Later, the latest film from Danny Boyle, a continuation of the 28 Days Later series that we haven't gotten since 2007. Y'all, it's almost 20 years, but here we are. Jodie Comer, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Ralph Fiennes in this film that says it's been almost 3 decades since the rage virus escaped a medical research laboratory, and in a ruthlessly enforced quarantine, some have found ways to exist amidst the infected. One such group of survivors lives on a small island connected to the mainland by a single heavily defended causeway. When one of the group leaves the island on a mission into the dark heart of the mainland, they discover secrets, wonders, and horrors of the outside world. This film, I'm excited for it. June 20th, 2025 cannot come soon enough. The next one on my list is going to be the film Companion, which is a film directed by Drew Hancock, and it's produced by Zach Cregger as well as Roy Lee, who did Barbarian, starring Sophie Thatcher, Jack Quaid, Lucas Gage. This film got a release, I believe, in LA a couple of weeks ago, and it got pretty good rave reviews. I'm excited for this one. We don't know much. There's a trailer, there's a teaser, there's a clip. It doesn't give you anything, so very excited for that. A movie that I did not expect to get excited for, but I am, is Death of a Unicorn, directed by Alex Sharfman. This is starring Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega, and pretty much all I know is that a man and a daughter crash into a unicorn while they're going to the dad's boss retreat or something like that. The trailer looks dope. I'm excited and I cannot wait to see what this entails. From A24, the film will be released this coming year. I don't think there's a release date yet, but it says early 2025. This is probably a South by Southwest movie. I have no doubt about that. But let's get into the next one, which is Drop, directed by Christopher Landon, which stars Megan Fahey as well as Brandon Sklenar. This is a movie that I was not anticipating at all. I didn't even know about this movie, and I heard about it. A woman receives a mysterious airdrop on her phone, and things escalate from there. So I'm excited for this one. It comes out in April. Next one on my list is going to be Final Destination Bloodlines, with a release date of May 16, 2025. This is the next film in the Final Destination franchise and the last film from Tony Todd. So very sad about Tony Todd. He died this year, but a true horror legend, and Final Destination is one of the most legendary horror franchises, so we will be there. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 will be released on December 5th, 2025, so we're almost a whole year away from this one, but I like the first one. I'm excited for it. I'm a fan of the franchise. Let's see. Frankenstein from Guillermo del Toro will be releasing in 2025. This is, of course, based on the novel Frankenstein, and gothic horror is making a comeback, y'all. Oscar Isaac starring as Victor Frankenstein, Jacob Elordi starring as Frankenstein's monster, and Mia Goth in this as well. Very excited. Very, very excited for this one. Let's get into the next film right here, which is Hard Eyes, directed by Josh Rubin. This stars Olivia Holt as well as Mason Gooding. It says, coworkers working late on Valentine's Day are mistaken for a couple by the infamous Hard Eyes killer. This is coming out the week before Valentine's, and it gets you ready to go see that movie with a Valentine. This next film is Hell House LLC Lineage. I've been a fan of the Hell House LLC franchise since Carmichael Manor last year. I'm definitely watching this one as well. This film will be released on October 2025, and we will be watching it. Megan 2.0, the latest in the Megan franchise, with Allison Williams and Violet McGraw returning. I'm ecstatic. Akilah Cooper doing the screenplay again. I'm always going to be watching it. June 27, 2025. Let's see. But very, very see what that's going to be like. Then we move on to Predator Badlands, directed by Trachtenberg, with a November 7th, 2025 release date, starring Elle Fanning. In the future, a predator trespasses on an alien wasteland while two sisters discover their horrifying past. I'm interested to see what they're doing with that. Saw 11 will be coming on September as well. No word on what it will be, but Saw 10 was great. This is going to be great. The Black Phone 2 by Scott Derrickson, with everybody returning from the first one. This is a high school story now. I have a video where we talked more details about what they elaborated for the Black Phone 2 if you want to go check that out right here. But I'm excited for the Black Phone 2. The Bride for Maggie Gyllenhaal with Penelope Cruz, Christian Bale, Jesse Buckley, and I'm excited. 2 Frankenstein movies in a year. Let's get on with it. The Conjuring Last Rites, film in the Conjuring series, and this is directed by Michael Chavez, Vera Farmiga, Patrick Wilson returning. The final, this comes out in September. The Gorge from Scott Derrickson, 2 Scott Derrickson films. I'm always there for Scott Derrickson. Sigourney Weaver stars this film with Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy. I saw the trailer. It's a Valentine's Day movie pretty much because it comes Valentine's, and it deals with 2 people who kind of have a connection together. More of a survival thriller film, but still not horror-ish, it seems from the trailer. The Monkey from Osgood Perkins, Theo James, Tatiana Maslany, as well as Elijah Woods in this very dark comedy that we are going to be watching a clip for this week, as well as talking more about what the will be. Is anybody else excited for The Monkey? I feel like I'm the only one talking about it. The Strangers Chapter 2. Do with that what you will. I don't know. This next film has me very excited though. The Woman in the Yard. A woman in black appears on a family's front lawn and delivers a chilling warning. No one knows where she came from once or when she will leave. And this is a film that is coming out from the director of House of Wax as well as Black Adam. But most importantly, Carry On, which just came on, as well as Orphan. Very interesting filmography. All fans. I'm a fan of all of them. So I guess I'm going to watch it. Until Dawn will finally come out. David F. Sandberg directing this one. Video game. I don't know what to tell you unless you played the video game. If you haven't played the video game, maybe you shouldn't play it and watch this movie. I don't know. Anaconda film coming out with Paul Rudd and Jack Black, a comedy horror. I'm there. I think I'm there. I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel is coming out. Everybody's returning. Freddie Prinze Jr., Jennifer Love Hewitt. I am ecstatic for this one. I cannot wait to see what this one will be like. I've always been a fan of the I Know What You Did summer films, and I am a fan of this one. Another Predator film from Dan Trachtenberg, which we don't know what it is yet. VHS 8 is announced and will be coming. We don't know much more of it, but it's probably going to be a Fantastic Fest more than likely. We have the new film from Brian Bertino, who is the director of The Strangers and did The Dark and the Wicked, which I was a big fan of. This is called Vicious, and it says a woman spends the night fighting for existence as she slips down a rabbit hole contained inside a gift from a late night visitor. Ooh, very, very curious about that. Starring Dakota Fanning, Catherine Hunter in this one. Next one on the list is going to be Wolfman, which is a movie that we're about to see pretty soon. Really soon, actually. Christopher Abbott, Julia Gardner in this one. Family man Blake relocates from San Francisco to Oregon with his workaholic wife Charlotte and daughter Ginger after inheriting his childhood home, left vacant following his estranged father's mysterious disappearance and presumed death. At the farmhouse at night during a full moon, the family is attacked by a werewolf that claws Blake's arm. They barricade themselves inside the home, but soon Blake begins to transform into something horrifying, jeopardizing the safety of his wife and daughter, directed by Lee Whannell, who did The Invisible Man and is a big part of the Saw franchise. So I'm excited for this movie's coming out. There's probably going to be a ton more that get announced and more I'll talk about soon. Let me know which horror movie you're most excited for in 2025. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Happy New Year. Hope you all have a great rest of your day and a new year into the future. Make those goals. Think about what you want to be or do. And hope to see y'all in 2025 as we grow this channel stronger and better and more stuff to come. So stay tuned. As always, stay safe, stay positive.